The war in Ukraine is still raging. May 4th, 2026, meet the 127th Heavy Mechanized Brigade. FPV drones on patrol and Russian infantry on the ground are the targets. Scattered through forests and ruins. Torn uniforms, no camouflage, no visible gear. Just exhausted men trying to survive another day without rotation. Watch how the drones operate. Soldier after soldier spotted and struck. Some don't even raise their weapons. Some don't move at all. On this battlefield in 2026, infantry without support doesn't last long. When a soldier has no cover, no backup, and no defense from above, what chance does he really have? This soldier was attacked by a drone while sleeping, but the device failed to detonate on impact. In a critical mistake, the soldier picked up the unexploded drone and it detonated. This Russian soldier, completely unaware of what lay ahead, was riding his motorcycle along the front line when he hit a mine, resulting in a massive explosion. This footage comes from the forests of the Lyman region. Russian soldiers trying to use the wooded terrain as natural cover failed. FPV drones pursued them even through the trees, catching them at moments they never expected. The soldiers believed the forest would protect them from the drones, but they were wrong. One by one, they were left completely exposed against the FPV drones. In this footage, a Russian soldier was spotted by units of the 414th Magyar Birds while walking alone in the Donetsk region. Unaware he was being tracked, he continued on until he grew tired and stopped to rest. By then, an FPV drone had already been dispatched. As the drone rapidly closed in on the soldier sitting on the ground, he may have noticed it, but there was no time left to react, and the inevitable followed. This footage captures one of the most desperate moments on the front line. A Russian soldier, spotted while moving along a road, comes face to face with an FPV drone. A long chase begins. The soldier runs, trying to escape with no other option. He appears to have a weapon, but never finds the opportunity to use it against the drone. After a prolonged pursuit, exhausted, he fails to get away. Open terrain is dangerous, everyone knows that. But this footage shows something else. Trenches don't protect you anymore either. SOF unit Zaporizhzhia, FPV drones dropping directly into Russian positions. Soldiers pressed into the dirt, curling against the trench walls, hoping the angle will hide them. The drone adjusts, finds the opening. No way out, no place to run. The trench becomes a trap, not a shelter. Some stay still, as if frozen. Others scramble along the firing step, looking for a gap that isn't there. Every move is tracked, when even a fortified position offers no safety. What does that mean for how this war is fought? Ukrainian Air Force, GBU precision bombs, a Russian military personnel position directly hit. No warning, no second chance. GPS-guided munitions don't negotiate with the target. This soldier tried to shoot down the drone with an automatic weapon, but he couldn't hit the fast-approaching target. Kharkiv Rapid Response Unit, Strix, a Ukrainian drone, destroys a Russian Igla 1 air defense system. This weapon was effective up to 4,500 meters. Not anymore. Lyman direction. Every night, Russian soldiers pull on standard-issue rain gear, hoping the fabric will mask their heat signature from the thermal cameras above. They believe that if they stay still and blend into the cold ground, the drone pilots of the 63rd Brigade won't see them. It doesn't work. Thermal optics don't care about rain jackets. A warm body pressed against cold mud still glows on the screen. The drone operators have watched this routine night after night, and the outcome never changes. When a raincoat is your only defense against a drone, what does that say about the war you're fighting? Signum Battalion. And this week, they weren't just striking ground targets, they were clearing the sky. 16 Russian drones taken down in a single operational period. 3 KVO systems, 7 supercamps, 2 Zalas, 1 Orlan, 1 Gerbera, 2 Molnia, 2 strike drones. Every one of those systems had a mission. the Supercams and Orlans were feeding real-time intelligence to Russian artillery. The Zalas were mapping Ukrainian positions. The Molniya 2S were inbound to strike. None of them completed their mission. This is what tactical air defense looks like when interceptor drones replace expensive missile systems. Fast reaction, low cost, high result. Signum has built this into a dedicated capability. And the numbers show it works. When interceptor drones can clear 16 Russian UAVs in one period, is this the most cost-effective air defense solution on this battlefield? Magyar Birds drone operator scanning the front. A Russian soldier is spotted. The drone turns. Fast, direct, no hesitation. By the time the soldier looks up, it's already too close. At this speed, does any soldier on the ground ever have time to react? As the drone approaches, the soldier has only a split second of awareness. That brief moment is not enough time for him to switch into a defensive stance. A Russian UAV operator position inside a building, struck by Ukrainian aviation, most likely a GBU precision-guided bomb. GPS and inertial navigation, no room for error. The building that housed the operators is gone before a single drone could launch. 2 strike, an entire operation shut down before it begins. Targeting operator positions versus intercepting drones mid-flight. Which approach saves more in the long run? This time, a soldier hiding in the ruins was detected by Ukrainian FPV drones. Realizing an attack was imminent, he opened fire, trying to stop the drone. He narrowly survived the first strike, but when a second FPV drone came in, he wasn't able to escape. 2 Russian soldiers moving through abandoned houses. They don't see the drone overhead. Then the bombs start falling. Powerful, precise. The first 2 are hit, but the operators keep watching. Thermal scans reveal more soldiers hiding in other buildings nearby. House after house, the strikes continue until every shelter in the area is leveled. Vovchansk direction. ARS unit keeps the sector under constant watch. Anything moving toward Ukrainian positions becomes a target, but not just infantry. This is logistics. Trucks carrying supplies, military vehicles repositioning, Russian artillery pieces dug in, ammunition depots hidden behind the lines. RE's pilots identify them before the enemy can even deploy. FPV drones strike precisely. No chaotic hits, just systematic dismantling of the supply chain. A truck burned here, a howitzer silenced there, a depot going up in flames. This is how you choke an offensive before it starts. Cut the supply lines and the front line starves. When a single unit can shut down the arteries of an entire sector, how does the other side resupply, reinforce, or even survive? Ukrainian International Legion, Ethos Group, day and night. FPV drones in the air over Zaporizhzhia. Russian infantry caught in open fields. Vehicles burning on supply routes. Strike after strike, the footage shows systematic pressure. No pause, no safe moment. Daylight exposes every move. Thermal cameras erase the cover of darkness. The same pilots, the same precision around the clock. When a drone team operates 24 hours a day without letting up, what does the other side do to catch its breath, regroup, or even move supplies? Huliai-Pol Ternuvate direction, 82nd Air Assault Brigade, Wild Division, FPV drones, hunting Russian drones, but not in the air, on the ground. Ambush drones parked under trees, communication antennas, control equipment, launch positions. Before a single Russian drone could lift off, Wild Division had already dismantled the entire network. No eyes in the sky, no targeting data, no strikes on Ukrainian positions. This changes the math. You don't need to intercept Russian drones mid-flight if you destroy them where they sleep. Cut the launch sites, blind the reconnaissance, silence the command links. The system collapses before it ever activates. When one side consistently takes out Russian drones before they launch, how does the other side maintain any battlefield awareness on this front? That's everything for today. Here's where the front stands as of May 4th, day 1529 of this war. Over the past day, 148 combat clashes were recorded. The heaviest fighting was on the Pokrovsk front, where Russian forces launched 26 assaults, all repelled. Additional attacks hit Kostiantynivka, Huliaipole, and the Lyman front. Russian total losses have now crossed 1,335,150 personnel, with 1,120 losses in the last 24 hours alone. Drones now account for 60% of all Russian losses. Artillery, only 40%. In April, Ukraine's unmanned systems forces alone neutralized over 10,500 Russian soldiers. Overnight, Ukrainian drones struck 3 Russian Shadow Fleet tankers, one in the Baltic port of Primorsk and 2 near Novorossiysk on the Black Sea. President Zelensky confirmed the strikes. Russia launched 268 drones and a ballistic missile. Ukraine intercepted 135 of them and responded with 334 drones of its own. In Kharkiv region, a Russian strike on Marefa killed 6 and wounded more than 30. The front line holds. The drone war never stops. Subscribe for daily coverage. No agenda, just the facts. See you in the next one.